Hello? Hello, chat? How are we? Sorry, I didn't stream on New Year's. It was a time. Today we're not doing more of Star Rail. We're doing Genshin because there's an event. The event has Wind Trace. I've been excited for Wind Trace for a while now, so I kind of really want to get into it because it's been a bit. It's been a bit. It's been at least a year. Okay. Rubbing my grubby little fingers together. Let me pause the music. And turn up the game. I haven't touched the event on my account. So, mostly going in blind here. Okay. Pardon the thunks. I currently have two consoles sitting on my desk because I had to move. So the older one could breathe. Go to Dragon Spine. I wanna go. I wanna go. I also need to redeem some codes. Ha 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 ha. Give me a sec. Her. her. Alright, let me go into the server. Ye old friend server that is non-existent. Pre-morger. Yeah. One last one. Copy text.
The sweet, sweet 300. Yes.
300 pre-morger. I don't know who all's running. It's been a fat minute since I've actually been on more than once a week. I'll do that in my off time. I didn't end up getting him and I'm so upset about it.
Wow! So many tents! Paimon's never seen Dragonspine this busy before. Wait,
Wait, is that Amber? Let's go.
hey there, Amber! Ah, honorary knight, Paimon. Sorry, I was just discussing competition stuff with Mr. Hines. So what brings you to Dragonspine? Not a commission, I assume? Nope. We just saw some cool flyer and thought we'd come see what all the fuss is about.
I'm tabbed out.
Well then, you've come to the right people. Mr. Hines and I are staff on the organizing committee here.
Hello, honorary knight. And you must be Paimon. Field Officer Hines, First Company, Knights of Favonius. It's an honor to meet you both. The contest hasn't kicked off yet. We're still in the process of issuing the spectator tickets and VIP tickets. Speaking of which, take these. We reserved a couple of VIP tickets for you. You're welcome.
You mentioned an organizing committee. Is that for the Dragonspine International Cross Country Challenge? That's what we saw on the flyer. Yup. The organizing committee is a joint effort between the Knights of Favonius and representatives from Springvale. More specifically, Hines and I are in charge of registrations and security, while the Springvale team is responsible for refereeing and support. So any problems, just come find us. We're here to make sure all contestants and spectators have an enjoyable experience.
This is the biggest contest of its kind we've ever had. A lot of international contestants have signed up, even some from Natlan. It's sure to be an exciting few days.
Oh, Natlan? I think I know who you mean. If we're thinking of the same team, there's this one contestant with pink hair and a really impressive pair of horns on her head. Also, she has a huge appetite. A lot of the staff really enjoy dining with her. The way she relishes her food, it puts everyone else in the mood to eat too. Then there's the girl with the stripy yellow and black tail. It's so fluffy and cute. But she seems super cool though. I wouldn't dare call her cute to her face. Okay, those definitely sound like people we know.
no way. You know them? Well, if you want to find them, their team's camp is over there. Their tent has a really unique design. You can't miss it. Honestly, it's a really cool camp in general. Plus, they brought a whole stash of comic books with them.
Paimon sees it! We'll go check it out later. Thanks, Amber!
Great. Oh, and when you do, any chance you could borrow one of their comic books from me? Their team's always talking about the comics they read, and it's gotten me kind of curious.
Sure, no problem. Leave it to us. Around?
Ah, so you're looking for the captain and vice captain.
Traveler? I thought I was seeing things. I can't believe it's really— Don't even go there. Please. I'm supposed to be on vacation here. However much I want to finish my thesis, I'm only human. I've been fighting a losing battle with it recently. Right now, I feel completely defeated by it. It's knocked me to the ground, and I'm just gonna lie here until I'm ready to get up and face it again. Until then, I'm begging you, please, please don't bring up my thesis.
Wow! We've run into so many people we know already. What a small world! Since we all know Varessa and Shilonen, that makes things a lot easier. We heard they're taking part in the cross-country contest, so we thought we'd come say hi.
They're not here right now. But if you're not in a hurry, you're welcome to stick around the camp and wait.
Sounds good. Your tents are really cool, by the way. Ah! And there's that stash of comic books Amber mentioned! Oh yeah! A friend of ours mentioned that. Hearing you all talk about comic books got her interested too. Which series have you guys been reading?
Comics? So, you two are fellow comic book lovers? And so the truth comes to light.
Intensity draws intensity. The strongest will surely cross paths with the strongest. Thus it was written, and thus has it come to pass.
You approach us humbly in search of the truth.
And I, Tong Gang, will show you the light. The series you speak of is a Bible to us, the Legion of Soul Blazers, and its name is the Soul Blazer Saga.
But what is a Soul Blazer, I hear you ask? And what kind of organization is the Legion of Soul Blazers? Igong, answer me this. What are the founding tenets of the Legion of Soul Blazers?
Answer you I shall. Tenet the first. If you think bitter tears and strong words are enough to broker peace, you are woefully naive. Tenet the second. I pledge to give my life fighting the forces of eternal darkness, even if we fight in vain.
We, the Legion, swear to follow the Soul Blazers even unto death. Our motto is...
Through pain and defeat, I shall never fear. I will always champion love and imagination.
Also, it may interest you to know that those two tenets are actually taken directly from the series itself. Soul Blazer 6, Shadow of Tenebrium. Why aren't you saying anything? Didn't that make you feel something? Like, light a fire in your heart? Not even a little spark?
Honestly? No. It was all kind of abstract. Paimon couldn't really follow.
This is a failure of immeasurable proportions.
You'd better stop lighting fires in people's hearts, or you'll burn them to a crisp.
Vice Captain! Thank goodness you're back. Listen, we have a situation.
It's okay, I don't need all that. The look on the Traveler and Paimon's faces tells me everything I need to know. Let me guess. Alrani and Tong Yigong said a bunch of stuff and it was all pretty baffling, right? Yeah, just think of it as them kidding around, like an inside joke you're not in on. They probably hit you with a barrage of quotes from the Soulblazer saga, a comic book series published by the AI Publishing House. Also, every time you hear Legion of Soulblazers, think comic book fan club.
Oh, okay. That clears everything up. Well, except, why did this fan club suddenly decide to meet in Mondstadt?
Well, beats me, but I'm sure they'll happily answer that question, with plenty of gratuitous passion and drama. I'm pretty sure Alrani doesn't even know why they're here. But if you ask them, they'll probably say something like...
Because we are Soulblazers. The passion of youth is strong with us, and it demands that we heed the call to adventure. With every great trial comes great opportunity.
Yeah, something like that. But more to the point though, it was one of their members, Minnie, who suggested they hold their next meeting here. The Dragon Spine cross-country contest? Was her idea too. And after much consideration, they thought Minnie's suggestion was a good idea, so they went ahead with it. And that's how the Legion of Soulblazers and I ended up here.
Absolutely! I made sure to bring a few extra copies in case we happen to run into some... like-minded people. Who's your friend? Where are they based?
She's actually on the organizing committee. Her name's Amber. Wears a red bow. Bubbly personality. Does that ring a bell?
Oh, I know who you mean. She's super friendly. I can run over a copy to her right now.
I'll come with.
Perfect. Thanks, you two. Oh, and Traveler, you still want to say hi to Veressa? She's over at the training grounds. Yeah, guess my nap will have to wait then. Okay, fine if you insist. Let's go. Veressa and Minnie are training together. They've been at it all day. But it is freezing out here, so it's time to call it.
Whee! Back in my favorite place ever. Where the fuck are you two? Oh, there they are. They're in the fucking...
let you train.
Wait, was that Paimon? Paimon, Traveler! I've missed you guys so much! So Alrani and Igong were just quoting lines at you? Way to make a first impression.
Exactly! Their whole conversation was like a closed loop. Even Paimon couldn't find a way in.
If it were me, I would have started with maximum power!
That doesn't exactly welcome people into the conversation either. Especially not when they see you hoisting Minnie up into the air and spinning her around in circles the first time you all meet up, before anyone's even said a word.
Oh, crumbs! Yeah, now I think about it, that's pretty embarrassing. I mean, we all kind of knew each other, but only through writing letters and trading illustrations. That was our first time meeting in person. I just got overexcited when I recognized Minnie. Couldn't help myself.
Hold on. You two traveled here together, right? So, why did you say the Legion of Soul Blazers and I when you were introducing everyone earlier?
No, it's because I'm not a member of their fan club. Nepeka is. I'm sort of standing in for her. Yeah, pretty good. She's eating, getting enough sleep, and doing well in her studies. Hooked on comic books, though. And that's where Minnie comes in. They're, pen pals. Nepeka's always telling me how amazing Minnie is. She's such a great artist, knows how to make comic book props, gives the best life advice. Honestly, she made her sound more like a mom than a peer, so I was pretty surprised when I got her and found out that nope, Minnie's actually pretty young. Anyway, when Nepeka heard that Minnie had suggested a cross-country contest on Dragonspine, she wanted to join in. But she's in no condition for extreme sports, and, well, she knows it, so instead, she asked me to go represent her at the contest and say hi to Minnie while I'm here.
And I'd been preparing to go traveling for a while anyway, so we figured we'd team up.
Uh-huh, and before I knew it, I'd inexplicably ended up with the title of Vice Captain.
Well, yeah. You were the obvious choice. You're clearly captain material, and, you know, the best vice captains are the ones you can turn to and say, keep this up. I know you'll make captain one day.
You could also argue that the person who is clearly captain material should be made captain, but hey, what would I know? Never mind. I refuse to get drawn into that whole discussion. Anyway, I'm mostly here to buy souvenirs for Nepeka. Oh, it's like a Soul Blazer themed,
Merch!
Oh, okay, merch, I guess. Basically badges, novelty notepaper with character art, reprints of old comics, painted wooden character cutouts. What's with that look, Faressa? Did I say something wrong?
No, nothing's wrong. It's just kind of strange hearing you talk all about that merch with such a straight face. The thought of Shilonen, the master craftswoman, carrying boxes of merch back home to Natlan? It's such a funny image. That's a pretty long list, too. Did Nepeka really ask for all that?
Oh, no, she'd never ask other people to buy gifts for her. It's not in her nature. But based on what I know about her, I'm sure she'll appreciate some, merch. I still prefer souvenirs, personally, but...
Oh, definitely! Nepeka will be over the moon! You really understand her, Shilonen. You're like her older sister.
Close enough. I mean, we are technically family. Although we haven't known each other long, so I can't claim to understand her that well. I'm still learning.
Push-up. I mean, Faressa, I finished my push-ups.
That makes 4 sets, right? Good job! Time for a breather. Minnie, I'd like to introduce you to the Traveler and Paimon. They're friends of me and Shilonen. We met in Natlan.
Wait. Blonde hair, flying companion. Are you Mondstadt's honorary knight?
And their models are getting better.
I can't believe I get to meet you in person. I heard about you from my older brother. He works at the tavern, so he hears all the local gossip from the customers. Apparently, you go from nation to nation, making a huge name for yourself each time? Like a real-life comic book hero. So cool. Do you mind if I ask you a question? Of all the adventures you've had, which is the most memorable? Wow! Incredible! Sounds like Fiatenna's homeland is just as magical as in the stories.
Oh, you have no idea. Where I'm from, in the Collective of Plenty, we live right next to a huge volcano. And when it erupts, it sends fireballs shooting all over the place. Super dangerous, obviously, but it's the perfect place for hero training.
You know how much I've always wanted to take a trip away from Mondstadt? Just get away and see the outside world.
You totally should. Mondstadt's supposed to be the land of freedom, right? So, what's stopping you?
It's just... If the honorary knight's journey is anything to go by, it sounds so daunting. Surely you gotta be really tough to keep pressing on through so many dangers. I just don't know if I'm up to it.
The Traveler sets a pretty high bar for toughness, that's for sure. But you know, we each make our own journey at our own pace. So stay strong and soldier on. Just like Fiatenna. In moments of doubt, following her example will never lead us astray.
You're right. Okay, I won't give up. If nothing else, I have to make good on the deal with my parents. Train hard and get a good race time.
A deal with your parents? You didn't mention that before.
Oh, yeah. Well...
You'll be fine. I do the same thing with my coach Yan-san. Before every competition, I promise her I'll get a better result than the last time. You can never know for sure how it'll go, but sometimes having that pressure can really help with motivation. That being said, you can't forget to have fun. Don't lose sight of that. It's the whole reason you organized this Dragonspine meetup in the first place.
You're right. Still, this is a competition. Sure, I might not win, but I still want to be proud of my result.
Alrighty. Well, if you want to kick some butt in this contest, then let's get back to training.
Sure. Watch out, Veressa. This time, I'm gonna keep up with you.
Enough. You only just finished training. Veressa, I'm sure you're still raring to go, but Minnie, you have to rest if you want to recover.
But I'm fine.
Your stomach begs to differ. Sounds like it's time to eat.
Yep. You gotta eat hard to train hard.
It's true. Diet is an essential part of any training program. I can share Coach Yan-san's special recipes with you. You'll wake up tomorrow bursting with energy. Guaranteed.
Really? What about the local food in Mondstadt, though? Any idea what would make a good post-workout meal?
I'm not too sure, but you can never go wrong by listening to your stomach. I think start with a meat natto, then move on to a grilled fish and mint sauce, a few tacos, some stuffed and mashed potatoes, wash it down with a grain fruit meat soup, then finish it off with an apple roly-poly for dessert.
What? All that for one person?
Yup. Open your mind and stomach, relish the delicious flavors, and before you know it, you'll demolish everything.
The cat has joined me. Are you hungry? I'll fucking grab it from here. Pickleball. I have creatures to feed. Oh, there is so much fun. Okay. People fucking bugs.
Oh, we're almost back at the camp. After what Shilonen was saying earlier, let me give this to you before I forget. Here, the Soulblazer
Hey,
Saga Volume
Stinker.
2. I figured other people might want to read it, so I made sure to bring
You
some
best
extra
not be
copies.
chugging water, you dumbass. You're gonna make yourself sick. Dumbass. There's food right there.
Unfortunately, it looks like I somehow forgot to pack Volume 1 in my luggage. Shame. It's always best to start from the beginning when you're trying to get your friends into a new comic series. Anyway, take a look in your free time, see what you think. I really hope you like it. It would be so cool to have an awesome person like you in the fan base. All right. We're gonna meet back up with the others. Come hang out with us again soon, okay?
Whatever happened to the best defense is a good offense? Wanjiru, what are we waiting for?
Patience, Fietena. Timing is everything. Our victory depends on it.
There he is! Wanjiru is right. This is your first lesson, Fietena. How to decide when the moment is right. The leader of this horde of monsters has now shown himself. Defeating him is the key to turning the tide. Now the real battle can begin. Fietena, are you ready? This is what we've been waiting for. Come on!
Wanjiru tells me this is Fietena's first battle. If she gets scared, she can hide behind us.
You guys are underestimating her.
Quit joking around, guys. Yes, this is my first battle, but I'll make it one to remember. The Pyro Archon will face down the leader while we mop up the minions. That's the plan, right? There's no backing out now. Let's do this.
Why did it have to end there? Fiatena and her buddies fought an amazing battle. Paimon really wants to see what happens next. Let's go meet up with Paressa and her team when we get the chance. We can ask them what happens in the next volume.
Wow. Here we go. Ooh, where do we start?
Oh, it's just some chronic problem I have flaring up again. Nothing to worry about.
Let's finish the story first. Shouldn't take that long. And then maybe we can hop into the actual Archon quest. I don't know if that'll be a today thing or a Monday thing. I think it's Friday.
You gave us? It was pretty cool!
Morning. Wait, you finished it? Wow, that was so quick!
So you two have been won over by Fiatena's infectious charisma? It was but a matter of time.
From what we read, it seemed like the Soul Blazers were a group of Natlanese heroes who fought against monsters. Also, Malika had a cameo in there. Does that mean the Soul Blazer saga is based on historical events?
That's right. It's an adaptation of Natlan's history. All the characters are based on real people. But of course, it's mostly for entertainment. You can't treat it as a history textbook.
The Soul Blazers were warriors who fought against the monsters of the Abyss. Their mission? To protect their nation. The finest warrior of all the Soul Blazers was Fiatena.
The Pyro Archon has some real cool fight scenes too, though. She fights with real passion. But there's a whole bunch of other comic series that deal with her story specifically. This one is more focused on Fiatena's story arc. Her motivations, her rise to greatness, and so on. No matter how desperate things got, she never lost hope. Thanks to her dogged determination, she went from rookie warrior with no understanding of strategy to a formidable commander. Along the way, she became friends with a group of fellow warriors who stuck with each other through thick and thin. Fiatena! She's my hero.
This story really means a lot to her.
Oh, every time my thesis gets rejected, I just think about all the challenges that she faced. And suddenly, my own problems don't seem so insurmountable after all.
Don't worry, Alrani. I have faith in you. You'll get your thesis approved one day.
Aw, Paressa. You bet I will. Trifling thesis. You are no match for me.
So, now that you guys are into this series, you wanna join the Legion?
What does it involve? It's a comic book fan club, right?
Don't stress over it. Yes, we were initially brought together by a shared interest in comics, but ultimately our main purpose is to share life's joys and get rid of life's woes. Whatever comes our way, we have each other, and we can face
Pardon
it
my
together.
cat.
We discuss
She
comics
has moved
together,
from her
eat
box
together,
on
and
top
chill
of mine.
together.
Disc.
In that case, Paimon's in!
Yes! Welcome, welcome!
Captain, what about the welcome ceremony? Or have you forgotten our traditions?
Of course I haven't forgotten. Find a nice open space and wait for me there. I'll just go grab something from the camp.
Here. This is a good spot.
Alrani, do you have any idea what Varesa's fetching from the camp?
Probably the relic we used to swear in new members.
I'm here! Hope I didn't keep you waiting too long. I sprinted the whole way. Here, take this. It's a Fiatenna mask. I made it myself.
Thanks! Huh? Isn't this the mask you wear in combat?
That's right! Fiatenna used to wear a mask in combat too. So the one I made for myself is modeled after hers. Mind if I keep going for a bit?
Not at all! The floor is yours!
The tale of the Soul Blazer saga is a long one, told over 12 volumes. The characters go through so many changes along the way, growing and developing as the story progresses. This mask, for instance, is just one of the 5 different versions Fiatenna wears during the story. This one is my favorite of them all. At one point, Fiatenna goes through a tough phase where she's disillusioned after fighting so many battles, but her friends are always there for her even through her darkest time. With their encouragement, she was able to rally and get back on her feet. And this is the mask she wore when she made her comeback. In my view, that makes it the perfect relic to use for inducting new members into the Legion.
Oh! This ceremony just got super ceremonious.
Hold on to it. You're gonna need it during the ceremony.
Oh! Captain, is it time?
Now, Traveler and Paimon, join me in reciting the Legion of Soul Blazers Creed, which we will cry out at the top of our lungs. Yeah, just imagine you're bursting with praise for the chef after a sensational meal. Or, for me, sometimes, I get so happy hanging out with my friends that I just want to shout, "Thank you!" as loud as I can. When you believe in something, you shout it for the whole world to hear.
Exactly. I couldn't have put it better myself. Now, repeat after me.
Okay.
Through pain and defeat, we shall never fear.
Through pain and defeat, we shall never fear.
I will always champion love and imagination.
I will always champion love and imagination!
Great! Soul Blazers, as of this moment, you are now members of the Legion.
Nice!
I can't wait to tell Shilonen the good news.
If I'm not mistaken, she's out training with Minnie and Igong today.
Got it. All right, let's go.
Gotta chill. Why does everything have to be so cold? I am not a wintertime person. Oh, girl. Get you an inhaler, girl.
Vice Captain, shall we call it a day?
That's enough strength training for now. But we still have racetrack familiarization training. We can't afford to skip it.
Attention, Soul Blazers! Da 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 da! It gives me great pleasure to introduce 2 new additions to the Legion of Soul Blazers, the Traveler and Paimon!
Alright! Induction complete! Now we're officially Soul Blazers!
Ah, welcome to the club! Unfortunately, I don't think we'll be able to hold a welcome party for you today. Minnie and Igong have been training for ages. They are completely exhausted.
Congratulations.
Minnie, you still up for racetrack familiarization training?
Yeah. Why wouldn't I be?
Girl, you
Since
sound
it's
like
a
you're about to faint.
4-person relay. We gotta rehearse every stage.
Girl, you sound like you're about to faint.
I'm so jealous of Alrani. Logistics is the easiest job. Gets to stay at the camp the whole time.
Yeah, they seem totally wiped out. Alright, we can skip the welcome party. We pretty much know everyone anyway.
Shame you have to miss out, though. I feel kind of bad. Let me think. Ah! Okay, here's what we'll do. Why don't you join us for training? We still need to practice on the race course itself, so we could turn it into a team-building event. In this cold weather, there's no better feeling than running around and getting the blood pumping. We'll all feel toasty and warm by the time we're done. What do you say, Traveler? Come on, it'll be fun. We can chat while we train. It'll take your mind off it.
Oh god. Exhaustion hiccups. I shouldn't be exhausted yet.
Count Paimon out. She is not cut out for this at all. Paimon's never run a day in her life, 'cause she can fly. Flying's way faster than running.
Is it now? We should waste some time. Put that theory to the test.
No thanks. Paimon flying is faster than Paimon running. Not Veressa running.
Alright, we'll let Paimon off. It would be pretty absurd having someone who can fly join a running race. I'm all rested up, so I can join you instead. As for Minnie and Igong, if you guys want to keep training, then pace yourselves and stick to slow jogging. But if you're worn out, feel free to stay put and recover.
Thank you, Vice Captain. Yeah, I'm not moving. I'll just rest right here.
I'm down to keep training.
Okay, that makes 4 of us for training. Me, Veressa, Minnie, and the Traveler.
Let's split into 2 groups then. Shilonen and Minnie can do a slow jog. I'll be sprinting full speed on the race course. Traveler, you join whichever group you want. We're just happy you can join us.
Okay, keep your head up, shoulders back, and allow your arms to swing however feels natural. You'll save energy that way.
Girl, I'm ahead of her.
This track forms part of the official race course. It's one of the flatter sections. Oh, monsters, huh? I guess that makes sense. Mountains have plenty of places for wildlife and wild monsters to hide. I'll politely ask them to leave us alone.
I don't think polite is in a...
taken care of. One less thing for Minnie and Shilonen to deal with. They're jogging the same course as us, right? They should be here any minute. Let's wait for them. How's it going? You two holding up okay?
I'm good. Minnie's form is so much better than last time.
I still think I need more practice.
The course goes into an uphill climb from here. It's gonna get pretty tough.
It's fine. I'll keep going. I gotta get a good ranking. I don't want to drag the team down.
Even so, you shouldn't push yourself too hard. Health and safety always come first. Results are second.
Thanks, Veressa. I do appreciate it, but the thing is...
You need this, don't you? For personal reasons? You mentioned some kind of deal with your parents. I'm guessing it's something to do with that? I noticed you had a certain look on your face when you first brought it up, like you were trying to suppress how you were feeling. In my view, when a kid makes a face like that, it's actually a cry for help. So, what's really going on? You can tell us. If you keep it to yourself, we can't help you fix it.
I remember Minnie saying in one of her letters how she hoped to go to Inazuma one day and work as an assistant comic book artist. That or become a prop maker, building true-to-life comic book items for fans. But her mom and dad aren't very supportive of her goals. Could that have anything to do with the relentless training?
Oh, okay. I'll explain. Veressa's right. My mom and dad don't approve of me moving abroad for work. I'm the baby of the family. There's a huge age gap between me and my older brother, and I was a pretty sickly child, so my parents worried a lot about me growing up. They don't like the thought of me moving so far away from home. They say they'd always be worrying about my health. Also, they'd rather I pick something more stable. The idea of trying to make a career in the comic book industry is crazy to them. They think I need to be more realistic, get a real job. But what employable skills do I even have? I can do art, and I can build stuff, but I'm no good at anything else. It's like, no matter how many times we have the conversation, I can never get through to them. They treat me like I'm just a little kid living in a fairy tale world. But this time, the situation is different. Suddenly, my friends came all the way to Mondstadt to see me because of our shared interests in comics. And then we signed up for a cross-country contest. That really surprised them. I'm sure they don't believe I can do it. So, I made a deal with my parents. If I pull this off and my team gets ranked, they have to start taking me seriously about what I want in life.
Don't worry, Minnie. You're in good hands. Even Coach Jansan has praised me for how fast I can run. And she has high standards. And you've seen Shilonen when she gets going, right? She's as tough as they come. A real hero. She fought wars for her tribe. As long as we do well enough to get ranked, your parents will come around, right? I'm confident we can do that. We are all behind you on this.
Veressa?
Minnie, I still remember that time you sent Nepeka some of your work. Artwork of Fiatenna, and a mask you built yourself. She showed them off to all the other kids in the tribe, and they loved them so much, they offered more to buy them off her. But Nepeka wasn't about to let go of them.
Huh? Really? I had no idea anyone would want to pay for my artwork.
Why wouldn't they? Your creations have real value. And while that's subjective in emotional terms, hey, the offer of more is a pretty objective measure. To me, that fact alone says that you already have a real job.
Your mask and artwork are already famous in the Collective of Plenty. People are constantly asking, who painted this? It's incredible work. If you ever visit our tribe, you can bet there'd be crowds of people swarming you and begging for your autograph.
I'll definitely visit one day. I had no idea I had fans already.
All in good time. We can talk more about that later. For now, I think you need to stay here and get some rest.
Thanks, both of you. I'll make sure to rest properly.
Good. I'll stay here and keep you company for a while.
The Traveler and I will keep training then. Might as well finish out the track. You definitely don't want to stray off course on a mountain like this. It could get dangerous. If you find yourself getting cold, there are some torches off to the side in this section. Just set one alight and warm yourself up. We made it to the relay point. Good job. I gotta say, this terrain is seriously challenging. If people don't familiarize themselves with the course in advance, they could easily get lost on race day. But at least the organizing committee has taken the time to clearly mark out the course. And thankfully, there aren't many wild animals or monsters out here. People should be able to practice without incident. How are you feeling? Still got the energy to keep training? Awesome! Then let's get back to it! Whew! The next section looks even harder. Let's make sure to stay alert so we don't leave the course, and pace ourselves to protect our joints. That's what Coach Yansan would say. Her advice is always spot on. This is the second section of the official race course. Watch out for signs so you stay on track. Watch out for that pit! Don't fall in! There's a gap here. If we jump down, it should shave off a lot of our race time. But it's a little risky. Gotta be careful not to sprain an ankle or it's game over. We made it to the relay point of Section 2. That's today's training target, a fish. We just need to check out Sections 3 and 4 of the course, but we can do that tomorrow. Now that we've stopped, it suddenly occurred to me. After a whole morning of running, we're still only halfway up the mountain. Kinda? But then again, I'm already freezing. And it must be even colder up at the top. Yeah, forget it. Let's head back. I'll catch a cold if I'm out here much longer. Why don't we regroup with Shilonen and Minnie, then head back together? Hey, you two. We're back.
3, actually. Yigong came to join me and Minnie while you were out training.
Yeah, I felt bad slacking off while everyone else was going the extra mile.
Sounds like the cold's getting to you.
All right, let's head back to camp so people can get some extra layers on. Wow, the time's really flown by. At this rate, I don't know if I'll have time for my nap before we hit the city for the afternoon.
Because that's what's important. It's nap time.
Well done on your training, everyone. Now we have some free time before this afternoon's activity. As planned, we'll meet by the Knights of Favonius headquarters at 2 p.m.
Will we get to go to the library? Will we?
That's right! Excited?
Yes!
Me too. After days up here in the mountains, I'm looking forward to finally checking out the city.
Great! In that case, see you all at 2 p.m. sharp for some well-earned fun.
Yeah!
That perked them up. Now that fun's on the agenda, they don't seem so tired anymore.
Well, of course. It's important to relax and de-stress after training hard.
And to eat. I am super hungry right now. Okay, everyone. Dismissed.
Sunlight index is currently optimal, suitable for drying clothes, cleaning outdoor environments, or alternatively, I could accompany you for a period of sunbathing.
Okay, people, time to go.
I wonder what the Mondstadt's comic collection is like. Don't let me down, Mondstadt Library.
Shilonen, we made it!
Nice, everyone's here. Let's go. Minnie and Varessa are already inside.
I'm surprised Miss Musk isn't here today. I always see her by the linguistics section.
You guys know this place inside out, huh? Even down to the regulars. That's impressive.
Of course, the library is my secret base. I know which books are on what shelves, who the regular customers are, even what brand of tea Lisa uses for her afternoon drink. This chair is the same one I was sitting in when I first read through the Soul Blazer saga. And anytime I want to write letters to my friends in the Legion, this is where I come. I just feel so comfortable here. Miss Lisa is really friendly. She's shared some of her snacks with me before.
Wow, amazing! Snacks. What I meant to say was, this library is totally different from the one back home. Instead of books, we have woven scrolls. They're usually hung up high on the walls, which means the shorter kids can't always see them. But I was always tall for my age. Whenever my friends wanted to read a woven scroll, they'd come get me to read it out for them. I got so used to reading woven scrolls in a group that when I eventually got into comics, I carried on the habit. It's more fun reading them together with friends.
You think so? How does that work, though? 'Cause everyone reads at a different pace, right?
It works fine. The faster readers just wait for the others to catch up before turning the page. Plus, with other people around, you can read for a bit, then chat for a bit, then read some more. Beats reading in silence. Funnily enough, that's actually how I got to know Shilonen. This one time, I came to her workshop planning to commission her for a job. When I arrived, I found Nepeka reading a comic book. And it turned out it was the Soul Blazer saga! We were both pretty stoked to meet a fellow Soul Blazer fan. And I guess we were chatting so loudly that we woke Shilonen up from her nap. She came over, intending to quiet us down. But that turned into us roping Shilonen into reading comics with us. Next thing you know, it was the middle of the night and we'd been at it for hours. Shilonen was so tired, she just laid down in between me and Nepeka and went to sleep. Ever since then, we've been the best of friends.
That sounds so nice. I really want to meet Nepeka too. I hope I can visit Natland one day.
We can make that happen. I'm sure Shilonen would be more than happy to introduce you. And don't forget to invite me too.
It's just...
Hey, don't feel down. A deal's a deal. As long as we get ranked in the contest, your parents will have to respect your wishes. So let's put all our energy into doing the best we can. We're gonna get that ranking, and you're gonna go on that trip.
I'll do my best.
Combat data updated. Please rest assured that I will not blow the roof off again.
They don't seem to have a dedicated section for comics and light novels here. Everything from the Yai Publishing House is grouped under children and teens. Everything is wrong with that. Would you put the Soul Blazer Saga on the same shelf as The Boar Princess?
Hey, watch it. What have you got against the Boar Princess?
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean it like that. To be fair, The Boar Princess is a pretty good read. I bought the whole set from the Wan Wen Bookhouse.
The Soul Blazer Saga Armored Assault Volume 1. Ah! The Soul Blazer spinoff!
Yep. This book was my first introduction to the Soul Blazer universe. It abandons traditional modes of human combat, instead housing the heroes within giant armored mecha, each the size of the Jade Chamber. And since it isn't canon, it's free to delve into territory that the original series can't explore, like aerial combat. It goes pretty hard. When I discovered this as a boy, I thought it was the coolest thing ever. As soon as I saw mecha and mid-air dogfights, I was hooked.
So you're big into the mecha genre, huh?
I sure am. After that, I was hunting down books in the Soul Blazer series wherever I could find them. I even bought the Mecha Warrior action figures released by the Yai Publishing House. I gotta say, though, it really did a number on my savings. Those action figures are so expensive and there are so many to collect.
Yep, that's how it goes. Seems like every other day there's a Soul Blazer reprint, collector's edition, spin-off series, sequel. So much to keep track of.
Yeah, the thing is, the publisher knows exactly what they're doing. They keep milking their cash cow for all it's worth, because chumps like me fall for it every single time.
Me too.
Cleanup sequence in progress. Based on data from past incidents, please avoid dropping small items such as mora, screws, gears, minerals, toys, gummies, snacks, hairbands, socks, and slippers.
I am loving the atmosphere in here. The peace and quiet, the subtle scent of flowers in the air, plus the chairs look really comfy. Whoever runs this ooh, that being said, what happened to actually running the library? I don't see any staff anywhere.
Lisa's probably taking her afternoon break at the moment.
Afternoon break? I'm the one who should be on an afternoon break. That's it. Okay, I am taking a nap. You guys go hang with Faressa. I'm gonna find a table to pass out on. Yeah, it's just too cozy here not to. It'd be a shame to waste the opportunity. There, that table. I have been eyeing it since we got here. It has nap material written all over it.
Paimon has a funny feeling that Lisa would approve of Shilonen's commitment to afternoon naps.
Girl is tired.
Whoa, that was fast! 1 second she's talking to us, the next she's out like a light.
I mean, yeah, who wouldn't be? God, I wish that were me. I'm in fact God's eepiest warrior most days. I am sleepy.
Guess so. Happy napping, Shilonen.
My. Looks like a lot of visitors snuck in while I was on my afternoon break. Hello, cutie. Hello, little Paimon. It's been too long. That's quite all right. I'm sure your Natlanese friend here has read the library rules carefully and intends to abide by them. As for your other Natlanese friend, I'm glad to see someone appreciates the cozy atmosphere. She looks like she's having a wonderful nap. Now then, has everyone decided which books they'd like to borrow?
Yes, ma'am. I'd like to borrow this copy of Armored Assault.
And I'll take this one. Vera's Melancholy. Minnie recommended it.
No problem. What about your, leopard friend? Did she want to borrow a book?
Huh? Borrow a book? Oh, no need. Thanks. This one was great, but I won't be checking it out.
Let's see. Along with Divinity, you have very good taste in books. Or should I say, good taste in pillows?
Oh, yeah, sorry, that's my drool. Sorry. Okay.
All right, let me fill out the register. Then you'll be free to take your books.
My appetite is insatiable today. Must be because of all the exercise.
Yeah, I bet everyone's getting hungry by now. We did push it pretty hard this morning.
Plus, the organizing committee had a load of supplies to distribute today. Stuff to keep people warm. I'm ravenous after moving all those boxes. Minnie, you're a local. Any recommendations on where to get a late lunch?
How about Good Hunter? Their steaks are really good.
Oh, I am so down. I'm craving a plate full of meat right now.
Egong, don't tell me you caught a cold again.
Sounds like we should get some hot soup for the table. Come on, let's go.
Everyone loves Good Hunter.
Hi.
My family eats here
Sorry.
all the time.
I haven't been paying attention to chat.
It's a little small, though. We'll probably
Yeah, I do.
split the group across 2 tables.
Hi.
Ah, bummer. Well,
I'm
never
just,
mind. We've done plenty of group activities
tired.
recently. It won't kill us to
God,
split up
the
just
abuse
this
warrior
once.
over here. I
Captain's
also want to
already
see
been
if I
hypnotized by
can
the
make
menu.
the text bigger.
So good. Meat
There we
stew,
go.
seafood.
Hi. I don't know if you're still there. I'm alive.
Are you ready to order?
Sorry, I was engrossed in a game to try to keep my brain
I guess I'll get the ball rolling.
aware.
Let's start with 30 plates each of tea break pancakes and flaming red bolognese, 7 bowls of calla lily seafood soup, and 30 meat natos. As for appetizers, 12 apple roly-polies and 12 sautéed matsutake. Don't want to overdo it. Anyone else want to add something? Or we could just start there and add stuff later.
Goodness gracious. I didn't mean to ignore chat.
Looks like Veresa's
I'm just tired.
appetite is as crazy as ever. Thanks,
The
Sarah.
snow
That'll do
is
for
taking
now.
its toll on me.
Are you sure it's not too much?
Oh, I promise you, none of it will go to waste.
If you say so. Well then, I guess I better get
That's
cooking.
a fair thing to be
Nothing
feeling.
beats eating a nice
Sorry.
big meal when
I'm
you're
changing
hungry
back to
for
my
it.
normal PNG because I don't know why it switched.
No matter how many times I witness it, the Varesa versus Food show never ceases to amaze me. You gotta hand it to the collective of plenty. They can pack it away, and they can pack a punch.
Well, you gotta eat so you have enough energy for training. And as Fiatena once said, even a beast of the abyss knows that being a picky eater is an unpardonable sin. So all the more reason for us to eat our fill.
Oh, I know that line. It's from that standalone special, Fiatena versus Abyss Lecter, Battle of the Meat Feasters, right? Don't underestimate a hardcore fan.
I'm gonna try to
I know
stream
every line in
every
the Soul
Monday,
Blazer saga,
Wednesday, and Friday
no
in the
matter
next
where in the
week,
Soul Blazer universe
but
it
I
comes
can't
from.
promise it, considering
Nice one,
everything that's
Alrani.
happening
The writers
in my
had fun with
personal
that one,
life.
didn't they? Pure comedy.
So, I'll be around.
Can you imagine if that was based on a true story? An eating competition with an abyssal monster. Such a hilarious proposition.
Yeah, it's really stretching the boundaries of possibilities. I guess it takes a certain kind of talent to come up with ideas like that.
Wacky ideas are one thing, but what really blows my mind is the characterization process. The way they take historical figures like Fiatena and breathe new life into them as comic book heroes is just so impressive. Some people think I'm not enough. I have 2 words for those people. Think again. That's one of my favorite Fiatena quotes of all time.
That's from the Soul Blazer Saga Volume 3. Just FYI.
Thanks, Alrani. Minnie, do you have a favorite Soul Blazer quote? Or a favorite plot point in general?
I think for me, it's the way they portray Fiatena's dream. Despite the endless numbers
Oh,
of
it's the
monsters, and
new
even when the abyss seems like a never-ending
Dragon
threat,
Spine quest.
Fiatena never gives up fighting for her
It's
dream.
an event quest.
Maybe it is impossible, but if we don't try,
I'm
we'll
just
never know.
getting through the
Oh,
story
yeah.
so I can focus on
I
the
love
games
that line too.
on my own.
Volume 3 strikes again. FYI.
No matter what, Fiatena always stays true to her dreams. That's why she'll always be my favorite hero.
Same, but when I look at my own life, I wonder.
We get Wind Trace, but in Dragon Spine this time, and I feel like I'm about to enter a
Following your
hellscape.
dreams is so hard sometimes.
I need to get back in touch with Zach.
Everything I
See
have
if he wants to
give,
play.
but everyone around me is telling me give
Goodness
up. It's not realistic. I don't know. Honestly, I'm not even that good of an artist. I'm never quite happy with my work. Sometimes I get to thinking that I should just pack my pens and paper away and be done with it. Maybe life would be easier that way. But I've tried that before too. And it's never long before I start to miss it. I'll be at the grocery store buying some cured meat or at home doing some chores, and I'll suddenly find myself thinking, I miss my art.
Let me guess. It always ends up with you digging out your art supplies and giving it another try.
Yeah, it's turning into a bit
Currently,
of a cycle,
Varesa
honestly.
and Gilonen
I keep
are
flip-flopping
on
between, that's it, I'm
banner
never painting again.
after
And
Venti
no, I gotta
and
keep
Garen.
trying. Who am I
I'm
kidding?
sad I didn't get
I'll
either.
never have Fiatena's perseverance.
You're thinking about it all wrong, Minnie. Even Fiatena had days when she didn't feel like training or eating right. Having tireless dedication doesn't mean doing the same thing on repeat every day. To me, dedication just means being passionate about something. Wherever you go, whatever you do, you always carry it in your heart. Sometimes you let yourself go, but it's okay. You
There
can
we
always
go.
get back on the wagon. If you lose muscle or stamina, you just build it back up again. The important thing is to keep that passion alive through all the ups and downs. As Fiatena said,
There is
Goodness
only
gracious
one
Christ.
eternal power in this world, the power of love.
exactly! From Volume 6, when Fiatena delivers the crushing blow to her enemies. You see? The important lessons stay with you.
Yeah. And they always will.
Funk, funk, funk. I haven't played Wind Trace since, well, the last time Wind Trace came up. And that was my first.
Wait a sec! Baressa? When did you clear all those plates?
While everyone was talking. I guess Fiatena put me in the mood for a meat feast.
No fair! Come on, everyone, eat! We need to catch up!
Goodness gracious, Paimon.
So full.
Still trying.
I can't eat another bite. I'm absolutely stuffed.
Should we head back to camp? We can walk off some of that food.
Oh yes, good idea, Gilonin. Baressa scares me sometimes. Who eats like that? Goodness gracious. It's like 11:30 in the morning. Just a little guy, man. I'm also very chronically ill, so the fact that I'm up this early, it's a miracle.
Accelerating.
There's no more group activities today. Once we get back to camp, everyone's free to do their own thing.
That's a relief. I'm about to go into a food coma.
Oh, Minnie, where have you been? I've been looking everywhere for you.
Patton? What is it? Is something wrong?
What do you think? You've been gone for days and haven't checked in once. Mom and Dad are worried.
I've been out training for the race with my friends all morning. We just got back and everyone was hungry, so we came to get some food. Mom and Dad should know about it, though. I told them I signed up for a cross-country contest and I'll be at Dragonspine practicing in the days leading up to it. They agreed and everything.
Yeah, well, you know what they're like. They agree at first, but then several days go by without seeing you, and now they're freaking out. It's always that way.
Oh! So, Patton from the tavern is your brother?
Are these the friends you were telling me about? Wait, honorary knight?
Goodness gracious.
Hey everyone, I'm Minnie's much older brother. When did you make friends with the honorary knight, Minnie? Whew, you kept that one quiet.
Oh, well, the honorary knight just sort of showed up for the pre-race training.
You are on the
I
exact
never had the chance to
opposite
tell you guys.
Thanks for taking care of Minnie, everyone.
time.
I hope she hasn't been too much trouble.
You're 12 hours in the
silly.
future.
Minnie's our good friend. We've been hanging out, training together. It's been super fun.
I'm more on your sleep schedule than I should be. Than I should be.
Mom and Dad said to tell you they miss you,
I'm
and
tired.
they hope you come home
Very
soon.
tired.
It's great that you've got a hobby you're so
The
passionate
light
about. But
sucks.
don't let it take up all your time, okay? You gotta come home and check in once in a while. Come home as soon as you can, okay? You can go back to training tomorrow. We don't want Mom and Dad blowing a gasket.
Okay, I get it. I'm heading back to the camp with my friends now, but once we get there, I'll grab my luggage and head home.
Okay, great. Make it quick, though. Otherwise, Mom and Dad will probably go all the way to Dragonspine looking for you. Sorry to intrude, everyone. Have a great day. I'd better get back to the tavern now.
Hello! All of my friends are
in environmental
conglomerating.
Assessing heat retention options. Please consider adding a
Hello.
warm jacket, gloves,
I am
and
alive.
other such insulation devices.
Despite it all.
Man, I
tired.
almost forgot how cold the mountain was.
Tired, recovering
The difference
from
between here and the city is mind-boggling. I'm gonna go warm up in the tent.
I'll join you. Right now, I just want to wrap myself in blankets and let the food coma run its course.
I better come too so I can grab my luggage.
Minnie!
After this, I might take a nap.
There you are, young lady.
Mom, Dad.
What choice did we have? When were you planning on coming home? I thought this was supposed to only last a couple of days, but you've been gone for most of the week.
I never said a couple of days. I said several days.
You did. I remember that. But we also agreed that you'd be out during the days and come back home every night. Come on, it's time to go.
Okay, I'll just let my friends know. Hey guys, I won't be staying in the camp tonight. See you tomorrow for training.
I'm sorry. Tomorrow as well. This is all getting to be a bit too much, Minnie. You've been out here for days on end. Don't you think you've had your fun? Besides, you're not built for this cold weather. Remember that dreadful fever you had as a child? It took the better part of a week to clear up. Your mother and I worried ourselves half to death about you.
What?
Hello, sir. I'm Minnie's friend, Varessa.
Ah, Varessa. How do you do? I believe Minnie's mentioned you before. Thank you for keeping her company out here. Sorry, I would have brought a welcome gift if I'd known.
Welcome gift? No, there's no need for that. I just wanted to say, this contest, it really means a lot to Minnie. We've been training together in preparation for it. Minnie's taking the training really seriously. Every day she starts earlier and finishes later than anyone else. Whether it's strength training or practicing out on the race course, she's been working the hardest out of everyone in our group. Didn't you make a deal with her? I heard that as long as Minnie gets ranked in the contest, you'll consider letting her do what she wants with her life? Her greatest wish is to work in the comic book industry, and she's putting so much work into it. Surely you don't want to see all her efforts go to waste.
Of course not. But the thing is...
Mom,
That's enough! What's more important? Your comics or your health? I don't know how many times we've told you. It's great that you have a hobby, but you need to learn the difference between work and play. When's it going to stop, Minnie? When you ruin your health in the name of fun?
Don't take your father's words too hard, Minnie. Both of us just want what's best for you. You're still young, and it's great that you have something you're passionate about. But at some point, you need to think about your future. I've seen your artwork, and I do think you have a wonderful talent. But being a comic book artist just isn't a stable career.
I'm sorry, Minnie. I didn't mean to be so harsh. I know how much effort you're putting into this. We both do. We really admire your determination. You're our daughter. And we love you so much. But surely you can appreciate where we're coming from. Dreams are great. But at the end of the day, they don't put food on the table.
Mom, Dad, can we please continue this in private?
Yes, of course. Let's move over there.
Ooh. Things got pretty intense with Minnie's parents there. Even Paimon didn't dare to interrupt.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to speak up on Minnie's behalf again. But I didn't even know how to butt in. I mean, it sounded like their hearts are in the right place. They said they have her best interests in mind, expressed concern for her health, tried to comfort her. But the whole thing still just felt kind of off to me. I can't quite pinpoint what it was, though. I mean, whether I'm training, eating, or heading to bed for a nap, they're all smiles. But Minnie's parents, neither of them were smiling when they spoke to her just now. Their words were caring, but their tone was so angry. I don't understand it. It sounds like they don't want to let Minnie take part in the contest. But then all her hard work will have been for nothing. What are we gonna do? I'm supposed to be Minnie's captain, but I feel powerless to help her.
I wasn't expecting Nepeka's gift for Minnie to come in handy so soon. I was planning to save it as a final surprise before we leave, but under the circumstances, it would be silly not to. I can't put smiles on her parents' faces, but I think I can make sure Minnie gets to participate in the contest.
What's that kid done?
That's not true. I promise, I would never.
Well, in that case, we can discuss this more back home.
Sorry to interrupt, but there's something I'd like to discuss with the two of you.
You must be Vice Captain Shilonen. Minnie's mentioned you before. Is something the matter? If it's about the competition, don't worry. We'll let Minnie take part. But as we've just informed her, this will be her last time. We don't want her wasting any more time on worthless pursuits.
Gotcha. Look, I don't mean to interfere with your family business, but Minnie's a part of our team. I have to make sure everyone's in the right frame of mind to compete. And I can't help but feel that her conversation with you was a little demotivating. I'm concerned it's going to impact her performance on race day. I also don't think you're really validating her efforts when you brand something your daughter is passionate about as wasting time. Like I said, not trying to intrude on your family business or anything, but I thought you should know that a student of mine back home simply adores Minnie's artwork. She's not here to speak for herself, but as her teacher, I felt like I should pass along the message.
I agree that Minnie has artistic talent, but I stand by what I said earlier. Hobbies are hobbies. Work is work. A couple of fans isn't going to get you anywhere in life.
Yeah, about that. Take a look at this letter.
What's this?
Let's call it a token of appreciation from Minnie's fan base. They wanted to write one letter each, but I told them I couldn't take a whole sack of mail on a long-distance trip. So instead, my student Nepeka arranged for them all to make a group painting for Minnie. In the end, so many people participated that it was pretty much one brushstroke per person.
Nepeka's so thoughtful.
Sorry, Minnie. Nepeka wanted me to give this to you as a surprise after the competition, but given the situation, I made the executive decision to give it to you now.
So how many people is this?
You think Minnie's wasting her time because in your eyes, making art isn't a worthwhile job? And when you use words like worthless, what you're really saying is it's not a stable source of income. Am I right?
Yes, you're right.
Well, now you have another way to measure worth. Your daughter's artwork has attracted a whole lot of fans, and very enthusiastic ones at that. Since arriving in Mondstadt, I've learned that being a bard is seen as a very respectable profession here. Let's imagine Minnie was a bard for a second. Instead of drawings and paintings, she'd produce poetry and songs. Instead of fans, she'd have an audience. Would you still be inclined to stop her from being creative? Would lyrics and music be just as much of a waste of time?
I take your point, But there's still the issue of her health.
Sorry, let me butt in real quick. You know, Minnie's not nearly as fragile as you think. I'm not just saying that either. I've been doing competitive sports in my tribe since I was a little kid, so I know what I'm talking about. Sure, Minnie's not built like a pro bodybuilder, but she's got great potential. A sensible amount of exercise is good for her health. Far better than staying cooped up at home all the time.
Mom, Dad, my health is a lot better these days. Really, I feel great. Now that I'm training every day, my appetite's improved and I'm sleeping better.
Minnie, sometimes I forget how grown up you are now. You're your own person with your own ideas. To tell you the truth, your mother and I don't really understand this whole world of comics and Yai Publishing House. When all's said and done, we just want you to have a safe and stable life. The last thing we want is to see you suffer. But a deal is a deal. This competition clearly means a lot to you. So, give it your best shot. See it through to the end.
I will.
Motherfucker.
Thank you, Honorary Knight. It really does ease my mind knowing that you're on the team. I think I've said enough for one day. Minnie, you're free to attend training and attend the competition. But you're not to stay out at night. Come home and sleep in your own bed. Understand?
Yes, Dad.
Whew. At least we got there in the end. It was a shot in the dark, honestly. I'm not good at dealing with family drama. Sure as heck didn't have a plan B, so it's a good thing the letter worked. This is way more than I signed up for. I only came here to buy that, merch stuff or whatever. No, you think? I don't know. Seeing how Minnie's parents were acting, it just reminded me of a similar situation from a while back. Sometimes someone can love their idea of another person so much that they'll try to mold them to fit that mental image. But if love is starting to restrict your freedom, it's time to get out. Anyway, Minnie's parents aren't nearly that extreme. Let's go get ready. Tomorrow is race day and we have to deliver results.
Oh my goodness.
The cross-country contest is about to begin! So many people have shown up! How's everyone doing? Feeling ready?
Towels, hot soup, warm blankets. Yeah, I think I'm all set. Captain is taking the team through a warm-up as planned. Once the race starts, I'll go wait at the finish line to hand out water and blankets to the contestants.
I got here a little late because I was coming from home. Are they still warming up? The race is gonna start any minute.
Yeah. I wonder what's taking them so long.
Huh. It's not like Varessa and Shilonen to be behind schedule. Okay, we'll go check on them.
Thanks, guys.
Ah! Screams.
Hey! They finally emerged from the tent! Guys, what's wrong? You all look so serious.
It's Igong. He's come down with a fever.
I wish I'd acted sooner. I've been checking in with him constantly since he started sneezing. And he said he was fine, but still. I should have known better.
He probably hoped he could tough it out until the end of the competition, but now it's broken into a full-blown fever. He doesn't even have the energy to get out of bed.
We've been in touch with the organizing committee, and they're making sure he stays warm and takes his medication. They actually sent a medic to look after him, so he's in good hands.
Well, that's good, but what about the race? You're one team member short and it's about to kick off any minute.
Yeah, what are we gonna do? This race is a huge deal for all of us. Minnie's parents—
That was our first thought too. You've trained with us, so you know the course. Plus, you have a good level of fitness and plenty of outdoor experience. I don't feel great about roping you in at the last minute, though. There's nothing worse than someone dumping an urgent job on you when you least expect it, and making you feel like you can't turn it down.
We'd love to have you on the team, but only if you're willing. Tumaini to the rescue once again! You'll always be Natlan's hero, Traveler. Wherever you go, we place our pride and our hope in you.
All right, let's save the fawning for later. We don't have much time. The order for the relay will be as follows. First me, second Traveler, third Varessa, and finally Minnie. Your section of the course is the first uphill stretch. Remember to pace yourself and conserve your energy. Don't try to sprint the whole way. Once I hand you the baton, follow the signs until you reach the statue, where you'll hand it off to Varessa.
We can do this, guys.
All right, time to make a move. Everyone, get to your starting positions.
Ugh.
Accelerating.
Contestants, spectators, welcome to the Dragon Spine International Cross Country Challenge. My name is Draff, and I'll be serving as referee for today's proceedings by appointment of the organizing committee. Let me start by saying I wish all our teams the best of luck, and I look forward to a day of new personal bests, fantastic results, and of course, playing by the rules. I'm also obliged to remind everyone how important it is to remain within the bounds of the official race zone. The terrain on Dragonspine is hazardous, and the last thing we want is anyone getting injured, or worse. The organizing committee has taken steps to remove all hazards from the race course, but the rest of the mountain remains a danger zone. Contestants, if you find yourselves unable to complete the race due to injury, illness, or other reasons, please step to the side of the track. A member of the organizing committee will come to your assistance and deliver first aid if necessary.
Captain, where's Igong? The race is about to start.
I'm afraid Igong came down with a fever. He's sleeping it off at the moment. Sorry, Minnie. He's not going to be taking part today.
What?
But that means... The Traveler won't let you down, Minnie. He's a pro at this stuff. Heck, you might even have a shot at first place.
Okay, got it. Thanks for coming to the rescue.
And now, it gives me great pleasure to welcome the cross-country relay teams. From Sumeru, the Sand Blasters. From Inazuma, Lightning Strike. From Liyue, the Sunset Squadron. And from Fontaine, the Frostbite Friends. Next, we have the Adventurer contingent. Dragonspine must be scaled. And coming all the way from Springvale, the Mild Hunt. Last, but by no means least, we have a team that brings together contestants from all over Teyvat. The Soul Blade.
Looks like we've got some pretty strong competition.
Don't panic. There's no need to be nervous. Think about Fiatenna. It's time to show our courage. Together, there's no obstacle we can't overcome. And if there is, just charge right on through.
I'm not sure that's an option for everyone else. Okay, fine. Yeah, charge it is. I'm not gonna nitpick your motivational speech.
I'm gonna give it my all. I believe in our team, and I believe in me.
Will all contestants please proceed to your starting positions? Ready? Go!
You can do it!
Yikes, it's even colder today. Just my luck.
Boost your stamina here!
The Traveler's up ahead. Time to pass on the baton.
Eyes on the road!
Whew, made it.
Great, I'll take it from here. My section is uphill all the way. I gotta remember to pace myself.
You're killing it!
Keep going!
There's the statue! Maressa's waiting. Come on. Almost there. Veressa, I did it.
Thanks. My time to shine. No time for a detour. Just gonna jump on down through the gap. Pow! Headbutt! Let's roll! It's the downhill stretch. Full speed ahead. Minnie's waiting for me.
Yeah! Speed Demon!
Minnie, you take it from here. I'll be right behind you.
All right, here goes nothing. Monsters! At least they're not on the course. Better steer clear. Oh, everyone's waiting for me by the side of the course. I'm coming, guys.
I can't do it. I'm out of steam. I can barely see. Wait, is this the right way?
Shoot! I've gone off course!
No, stay back!
Uh-oh.
Help!
It's fine. I'll keep going. I don't want to drag this team down.
I believe in you, Minnie.
I do too.
Let me help you.
I know I should keep going, but I'm sorry. I can't ignore this. Quick, over here!
Someone's injured. We have to help them. Vressa! Traveler!
On it. Minnie, get the injured person to the finish line. We'll handle the rest.
What happened?
Someone got injured? Amber, we've got a situation. On it! Let's chase this menace out of here! Traveler, together! Not so hard!
Jesus Christ.
Training.
Don't blame yourself, Minnie. It's not your fault.
You did great, Minnie.
Ollie Gong, don't force yourself to speak if you're not up to it. Honestly, I'm a...
Traveler?
It's okay. I'll explain. I'm really sorry, Honorary Knight, but by the time I got that wounded guy to the finish line, all the other teams had finished the race. The staff have taken him to get checked out, so I think he'll be okay. But we didn't get the results we wanted. I'm sorry. You guys were leading the whole way, and I went and let the team down.
Oh, Minnie.
When I first saw that guy in trouble, I hesitated for a moment. Everyone's worked so hard to get here. If I hadn't gone back to help him, we would have actually gotten a decent ranking. Amber and the emergency staff were nearby, and you guys weren't far away either. It's not like he would have been in life-threatening danger if I'd carried on. But I just couldn't tear myself away.
It's okay, Minnie. We understand. How could any of us turn a blind eye to a person in need? Wherever the Soul Blazer treads, help is always at hand.
Wait, where's that line from?
My brain just came up with it on the spot.
Thanks, Captain.
Minnie! Thank goodness you're okay. I was so worried.
Minnie! You could have put your life at risk.
Please, don't ever scare us like that again.
I'm sorry.
Minnie, are you all right? Are you hurt at all?
Oh, hi, Ref. No, I'm not hurt. I'm all good. It's you.
Hello. I'm Kenzo from Team Lightning Strike. Because of your help, I escaped with no major injuries. I can't thank you enough.
Team Lightning Strike has had a discussion with the organizing committee. Minnie's actions in helping her fellow contestant are commendable. The organizing committee are all in agreement that were it not for this incident, Team Soul Blazers would have ranked much higher in the race. As things stand, Team Soul Blazers did not rank highly enough to receive medals. However, we believe that you still deserve recognition for your performance. Therefore, in addition to the medals for winners and runners-up, the organizing committee has decided to issue a special honorary medal to your team, recognizing your commitment to putting lives first.
Thank you, Mr. Draff. Mom, Dad, I know what you're gonna say. A deal's a deal. I won't fight it.
Very well. Then we'll stick to what we all agreed. From now on, Minnie, as long as you promise to be careful, you are free to go traveling abroad
What? But Dad, I thought...
You achieved what you set out to do. You got ranked in the competition. Maybe it wasn't the ranking you hoped for, but it's enough for me.
And for me. Look, you even have a medal to prove it.
You know, maybe we should turn this into a family vacation. Yes, let's all go and visit Yai Publishing House together. After hearing so much about your favorite comic books, I'd love to find out if they have anything suitable for older folks like me and your mother.
Amazing! Hey, Minnie, this is a great start.
You have no idea how happy this makes me.
This is a moment to remember. I think it calls for a photograph.
Good call. All right, group photo.
Oh, let's pose like Fiatena and Mawika. From Volume 2, where they go into battle together for the first time.
Accelerating.
Well, we weren't the winning team or the runners-up, but one way or another, we still came away with medals.
I'm sorry. I picked the worst time to get sick, didn't I?
Don't even think about that, Igong. Just focus on getting better.
It's a shame we didn't all get to compete together. But at least we got a group photo.
If anyone has regrets, I say we come back next time and go for gold.
I'll be back.
Take it easy, Igong. Next time, you can start by not getting ill. Captain, I think I'll join you for training next time just in case. That way, I can fill in if someone has to drop out at the last minute.
It's decided then. The Soul Blazers will return for the next cross-country challenge.
It's a deal.
Ah. Hmm. Now I get to grind this out on my own time. Because it matches. It matches. Ugh. Okay. Lucky. I think I have time. Let us go.
Sunlight index is currently optimal, suitable for drying clothes.
It's been a few days since we said bye to the others in Nasha Town. Still no news about Rarer, though. Where could he have slunk off to? If only he was gone for good. But with all the trouble he stirred up before, there's no way we've seen the last of him.
Hello! You must be the traveler in Paimon? Mr. Flynn's has been looking for you. Unfortunately, there's been a serious wild hunt attack over at the quarry. He thinks it's time to regroup and figure out a plan.
The wild hunt? Oh, uh-oh. We better get over there right away. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, no shit. And one of the fucking Natlin things was literally... Oh yeah, by the way... I did this. Again. I'm not done by any means. There's like one other place that I haven't 100% and fully done this because I'm tired of Natlin. I'm tired, dude. The fuck am I going? Me. This would be so much easier if I actually had an Natlin character, and it sucks. Because the only ones I ever pulled for were the fucking 4 stars. They don't have very good mobility.
I can barely sense any Kuvaki at all. This whole area feels like a soulless husk.
Looks like his appetite truly is insatiable. As if the power of that energy cannon wasn't enough.
He's not seriously still getting stronger? What's his
I still haven't
here?
gotten Mihoda either.
Everyone's here already. Hey, we made it. So, what's going on?
We've all been on high alert since we split up a few days back, expecting Rerir to strike again. But it's like he just vanished into thin air. No one has seen him nor found any trace of his presence. That is, until this morning, when a ratnik found signs of wild hunt activity while out here on patrol. As you can see, the crystalline itself is physically intact, but the Kuvaki it contained is all but completely diminished.
And we're sure that Rerir did this.
Who else? He's the only one who could pull off a stunt like this.
Kuvaki loss has reached critical levels. Reikir of Solnari set to maximum threat level. Warning, unless de-escalation measures are taken soon, he will pose a threat beyond our ability to contain. The consequences could be catastrophic.
Traveler, do you remember when we encountered Rerir just after regaining his body? There wasn't a shred of sanity left. Nothing but madness and rage.
Yeah, didn't he shout out a bunch of names? Then he started raving about how nothing in this world mattered to him. Oh, Paimon gets chills just thinking about it. Oh, but the thought that he's still out there, lurking somewhere in Notcry, waiting for his chance to strike? Oh, even chillier.
Last time we fought, we were already at a disadvantage. If he has such overwhelming strength, why would he suddenly go into hiding?
Yeah, if I were him and I wanted more Kuvaki, I'd just take it by force. No point staying in the shadows. Unless something went wrong. His whole resurrection thing didn't exactly go smoothly.
The other thing is, how does someone who's completely lost their mind still have the wherewithal to cover their tracks so perfectly?
Beats me.
According to certain medical studies, insanity does not always entail a complete loss of rationality. It may be that he is simply living in a world of his own.
That actually sounds about right. He was ranting away to himself the whole time, like he had zero interest in talking to us.
There are many unanswered questions here. He could be right under our noses, and we'd still be in the dark. Besides his name and title, we know little about him. Certainly nothing about his past, or what he might be hoping to achieve.
Exactly. And we wouldn't even know where to begin looking. Even Boss hadn't heard of the Rahir of Solnari before all this. I'd be willing to bet that even if we gathered together every scrap of intel in Nodcry, we still wouldn't find more than, like, 3 useful facts about him.
So, if we do nothing, he'll just keep getting stronger. But if we want to investigate him, we have no idea where to look. Last time we had Marionette and her big robo-buddy to help us, and we still barely held our ground. If we had to face him alone... Oh, Paimon's head hurts just thinking about it. What are we supposed to do against a threat this big?
Well, I do have a little hunch about his next move. Given that he attacked the quarry, I'd say it's likely he'll target other places rich in Kuvaki. Somewhere like the Eye of Krati, or the Pillar of Embla. One thing's for sure. If we just sit back and let him keep absorbing Kuvaki, we really won't stand a chance against him.
A perfectly reasonable hypothesis. However, it is worth noting that these two locations are quite far apart. To investigate them both, we'll need to split up.
I agree, we should split up. Right now, Rarir's goal seems to be gathering Kuvaki, not fighting us directly. Once we're done, let's regroup on Hisi Island.
Wait, why Hisi Island?
If I recall correctly, your largest goddess statue was carved from Kuvaki-rich ore, was it not?
That's right. Yes, it could well be a potential target of his. I should head back and start evacuating the pilgrims.
Splitting up's always gonna be risky. But I guess we don't have much choice, right? We're in a race against time here. And if we do run into Rarir, what then?
That's when you follow the 3rd rule of treasure hunting. Run like the wind.
Didn't you say the 3rd rule was go with the flow?
I don't know. Did I? Anyway, whatever. In this situation, go with the flow means go find backup.
Agreed. If anyone finds so much as a trace of Rarir, do not pursue him. Get out of the area and alert the rest of us as soon as possible. We need to put safety first.
All right, we'd better get moving. Come on, Anefa, let's go.
The frosty moon.
Accelerating.
I'm so far behind in all this.
Any leads?
Nope. Diddly squat. No clues to where he might be hiding. It's like he's a ghost. It feels like we're sitting on a powder keg that could go off at any second. Oh, I hate this feeling. I'd rather face him head on than be left hanging like this.
So, you guys didn't find anything either?
Not loving the word either. How about you, Flints?
I questioned a few Ratniki and eventually narrowed my investigation down to one suspicious individual. But by the time I got to his place, he was already gone. Almost as if he knew someone was on to him. Either that, or he's just extremely cautious and doesn't stay in one place for long.
He's been biding his time for a while now. The question is, where or what is his next target?
No idea. Since regaining his body, he seems to have lost all interest in the fragment in my possession. If he did still want it, he's had plenty of chances to take it.
All we can do now is hope that Ino and Anefa turn up some leads. Darn it, Rereer! If you've got the guts, come face me one-on-one! Wait, he's actually here? I didn't mean it! I swear!
No, it's coming from Silver Moon Hall. The Lady Kutar might be in danger.
Let's get over there, quick!
We're about to see them face off? Let's fucking go. Yeah.
Why is he attacking the desolate? What's going on?
No time for questions. Stop him!
Feral dog is what he's giving.
This is insane.
Yehuda, get Kutar out of here!
On it.
Look where your feeble light has gotten you. Now, you shall plunge into darkness. Felindus, soon, I will find a way.
Watch out!
Honorary moon goddess vibes. God.
Find them. Even if it means turning this place to ashes.
Wow.
That was too close.
We barely made it out of there alive. What's that guy's deal? How'd he get so crazy strong?
He's a threat to this entire nation. I doubt his strength could even be measured by conventional standards.
I have a question. When me and Anefa showed up, we saw him chasing after this lady like he wanted her dead. What was that all about? We weren't there for the whole thing either. They were already duking it out by the time we arrived.
Yeah, we didn't see how it all started. It all escalated so quickly, we had no choice but to step in.
Kutar, can you shed any light on the situation?
Kutar. Cross-checking database. I see. So you're the one that the Frost Moon Scions refer to as the Moon Goddess?
Wait, she's the moon goddess? Oh, no wonder she looks just like all those statues.
There are many reasons why people might worship the moon, and just as many why they might despise it. I've never met that person before, but there was no mistaking his deep-seated hostility towards me. Why he holds me in such contempt. I cannot say. But since he hunts the power of the moon, it's no surprise that I am a target.
Kutar.
There are many potential motives. For instance, you help the traveler escape his grasp. This could be his way of taking revenge. It is also possible that he covets the Kuvaki inside you and seeks to take it for his own. The list goes on. But right now, devising a counter strategy should be our #1 priority. The likelihood of this location being discovered is close to 100%.
A counter strategy? But we don't stand a chance against an enemy like this. Surely our only option is to run. He's not gonna chase us to the end of the world, right? So as long as we can sneak out of Nodcry undetected. No, I can't say that. Come on, Yehoda. This is serious stuff. You can't suggest we all just chicken out.
Running is our only option.
Huh?
You seem surprised. But what other choice do we have? We are facing an enemy we cannot possibly defeat in battle.
Well, I mean, yeah, but still.
It's not too late. I can distract him, so you'll have plenty of time to make your escape.
Wait, what? You're gonna act as bait?
Doesn't that make sense? I'm the one he's after. There's no need for you to risk your necks on my behalf. A coyote doesn't stop for bypassers while it's howling at the moon. What is it, Loma? The Frost Moon Scions have already grown accustomed to life without their goddess. My presence here is no longer essential, and this is not my home, so you needn't ask me to stay.
We can't just roll over and let him get away with this. That's not our style.
Yeah. We can't just call it quits after everything we've been through together.
Besides, she pretty much saved my life back there. If I just ditched her now, I'd never forgive myself.
We can't overlook that you have saved our lives multiple times now. To talk of returning the favor would be a little crass for my liking. But suffice to say that we are friends, and friends look out for one another.
Riri's true objective remains unclear. Even if we were to sacrifice Miss Kutar, there's no guarantee he would stop.
But...
Kutar, I know why you left the Frost Moon Scions so long ago. It was because people started treating prayer as a form of trade. They would make self-centered wishes, force you to accept meaningless offerings in return, and then expect you to perform miracles for them, as if that were their entitlement. If it were me, I might have walked away too. But I believe that time can change everything, and that sometimes it takes losing something precious to appreciate its true worth. After much reflection, I've realized that this was never about whether the Frost Moon Scions need you. Any relationship based on need is purely transactional. What I truly hope is that you'll choose to stay, not out of obligation, but as part of our family. You were born here, and now you've returned. Who knows? Perhaps it was the moonlight that guided you home.
Thank you, Lauma. But my power is on the wane. I'm afraid I will be of little use to you now. Very well then. I'll do as you say.
Both times you saved us, we were transported across great distances in an instant. Is that one of your powers as the Moon Goddess?
It is, but I find it very draining. I barely managed to pull it off just now, and it will be some time before I'm strong enough to do so again. Rejected by the world, my power is dwindling. Like a lake cut off from its source, slowly shrinking away. Now, it has almost run dry.
What do you mean, rejected by the world?
The 3 moons belonged to the ancient bygone era in which they came into being. From the moment I was born, the world itself has been steadily sapping away at my strength. The 3 moons are not one and the same. As the goddess of the Frost Moon, I cannot wield the powers of the other 2. Yet moonlight has a way of blending together. Each can reflect the other's glow. So when our fingers touched, I was able to restore my strength by drawing Kuvaki from the Eternal Moon's marrow. But this method of recovery is painfully slow. If only we could find the...
It's the Wild Hunt! Even faster than we expected. We'll have to finish this conversation later.
See how those Wild Hunt creatures are running away from us. They're likely just a scouting party, which means Rerir won't be far behind.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's get the heck out of here!
Poor lost lamb.
Installation chamber deployed.
Your plan! Being done! Oh, they just keep coming! Is this driving me nuts?
Rerir closing in on us. We need to pick up the pace.
There's too many of them! And this time, we can't fall back on Kutar's help to escape! This goes on much longer. They'll claw!
Preparing for dust up. Defensive mode engaged.
The long sleep beckons. Be silent.
Agree with one heart, we pray. Chorus?
Being done! Weather bomb!
Ultimatum protocol. Cleanup sequence initiated.
Observe. Be silent. Beware the creatures of the night.
Hello, Varka. Where have you been, you big bastard? Jesus Christ.
What's the matter? Bit off more than you could chew?
Who are you? Uncle Varka! You're back from Amsvartnir? Whoa! You're Varka? Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius?
We could save the intros for later. Right now, let's get you all out of this hellhole. Follow me. I know someone...
Oh, is that where I think it is?
That's the one. Come on, move! There's no time to waste.
SMH Varka.
Wow! Where are we? This is so well hidden.
Well, that goes without saying. This is the Knights of Favonius' meeting place in Nodcry, and a contact hub for the Northern Intelligence Network. AKA, the black market of intel. No matter what faction you're with, it's the place to buy and sell information. Their headquarters are in Nodcry, but they've got contacts in every nation. As an expeditionary force on foreign soil, working with them has offered us the most effective way of getting our hands on reliable local intel. This is where we meet, so naturally, it's secure. Anyway, where were we? Folks from Nodcry should be pretty familiar with me by now, but I believe this is the first time we've met. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Varka, Knight of Boreas, and Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius.
We've heard all about you. This meeting's been a long time coming. You look way younger than Paimon expected, but you definitely have that Grand Master vibe.
Well, I'm no spring chicken. Just not showing my age yet. Definitely feeling some of that back pain today, though. Rushed back from Amsfartnir without a wink of sleep, only to get right into another fight with that freshly revived maniac.
Another? You mean you fought him before?
Yep. He wasn't nearly as strong back then, but he was still a formidable foe. I brought some of the knights along to give him a little surprise, but he saw us coming from a mile off. My squad took heavy injuries, and I barely made it out alive myself. We knew it might have been our last chance, so we staked everything on it. But still, it wasn't enough to stop him. I tried tracking him down afterwards, but he didn't leave a trace. Even in his unhinged mental state, he's as cautious as any trained operative. So, I decided to come find you. And as luck would have it, turned up to find you being ambushed by the Wild Hunt. The rest, you already know.
Is that why he's been frantically absorbing Kuvaki these past few days? Because he sees you as a threat?
Maybe I'm part of the equation, but even if I weren't, I'm sure he'd still be gathering power. He's clearly working up towards something.
Note to self, Uncle Varka's strength rating officially upgraded.
Guess it's my turn to ask questions now. So, what exactly has been happening in Nodcry? Why is the Wild Hunt returned in humanoid form? And why is it after you?
That's a long story, but I'll try to make it quick.
Wow, I had no idea so much had happened. Sounds like you guys have really been through it. So, the Kutar is actually a Fatui Harbinger. And all this Wild Hunt activity in Nodcry is the work of the Raker of Solnari, one of the 5 sinners. That's a lot to take in. Need some time to wrap my head around it all.
I'm truly sorry, Mr. Varka. You stood with us against the Wild Hunt, and did everything you could to stop it from escalating into a full-blown catastrophe. And then, the one time you're away, it all comes to a head and all your hard work gets undone.
You've got nothing to apologize for, Miss Moonchanter. You can plan 100 steps ahead and still slip up. That's just life. No one knows what tomorrow holds. You can't predict which way the wind will blow next. And, to be perfectly honest, I can't say I'm surprised. For all the times we've defeated the Wild Hunt in the past, we've never been able to completely wipe it out. Turns out, we were just delaying the inevitable. But now that a new variable has come into play, fate may well take a different course.
A new variable? You mean us?
Who else? And in a strange way, I think his resurgence might not be an entirely bad thing. The Wild Hunt is like an unrelenting force of nature, but Rerir is an individual with an agenda. He's gotta have a weak spot somewhere. That said, while I was explaining everything just now, some of the points that Mr. Flint's added caught my attention.
You mean about our mystery ally?
That's right. From what you've said, not only did they lead you straight to some key files, they also shielded Hisi Island from a lethal Kuvaki blast. I don't know who or what could pull something like that off. Heck, even Miss Columbina doesn't have a clue.
I hadn't heard the story about those files. Would you mind repeating their titles for me?
Wild Hunt Phenomena Log, a Nodcryan Ratnik's Field Journal, and Kuvaki Survey Log.
Oh. No, still doesn't ring a bell.
Another dead end. Guess all we can do now is hope that our mystery ally keeps showing up when we most need them. Still, it's safest to assume they won't be intervening again. From here on out, we'll have to resolve this crisis by ourselves. Your intel also explains something else I've been wondering about. The reason I led my team to Amsfarnir was because we'd had reports about a possible source of the Wild Hunt showing up there. But once we looked into it, it turned out to be a red herring. I don't know who was behind it, but clearly, it served its purpose. I doubt it's by chance that he happened to make his comeback while my attention was diverted. And from everything you told me, it sounds like his scheming began well before his return. So maybe luring me away was all a part of his plan. But is it even possible that he orchestrated all of this by himself? The Moon Maiden and the Raker of Solnari. Nodcry of all places. The way everything is unfolding, it can't be a coincidence.
So, what do we do now? Got any ideas?
Man looks like a fucking
Right now,
PS2
we've got at least
character.
3
Fucking
things to
low poly
consider.
as shit.
Let's go through them one by
But
one.
also buff to
First,
hell and back.
we need to figure out how to take down Rarir. If we can't beat him in a straight-up fight, the rest won't even matter. To my knowledge, the bulk of Nodcry's fighting force is already gathered here. But even with everyone united, we're still no match for Rarir in his current state, let alone with his power still growing.
What if there was a way to tap into a new power of our own?
How so?
Have you thought of something, Columbina?
3 moons once watched over this world. The Eternal Moon was the largest. The Frost Moon was the brightest. And the Iridescent Moon was the most mysterious. They say that back then, the 3 moon goddesses wielded immense power. Enough to shape the workings of the world itself. I now bear the Frost Moon's power, and the Eternal Moon's marrow resides within the Traveler.
Hold on. Are you suggesting?
The iridescent moon. The last piece in the puzzle.
That's right. If we can
This
find
is
the
an
Iridescent
entire
Moon's
side
marrow,
quest, isn't it?
I will be able to regain my strength much more quickly.
The 3 moons are said to stir the tides and illuminate all things. Perhaps they hold further secrets beyond our understanding.
According to my analysis, this solution is feasible. However, it is subject to one major condition. How do we locate the iridescent moon's marrow?
I know a way, but we will need to visit the Fatui's Experimental Design Bureau.
The Experimental Design Bureau? Are you saying we need to involve Marionette?
Yes. I must speak with Sandrone.
It's a long way from here to the Experimental Design Bureau. There's a high chance you'll be spotted. You shouldn't go alone.
Then that's settled. Next up, our second priority. Somehow, we need to figure out Rarir's end goal. As you saw for yourselves, when he was still in his Wild Hunt form, everything he did was for the sake of recovering his body and resurrecting himself. His first act since then, after laying low for a while, was to try and assassinate this young lady. People's obsessions often reveal their greatest vulnerabilities. There must be a reason why he despises the moon so deeply. Perhaps it sheds some light on his title, the Raker of Solnari. The Wild Hunt has plagued Nodcry for centuries now. If we want to stop it for good, we have to get to the root cause of what's driving it.
It's true. We still know very little about him. If Kuthar hadn't given us that lead, we wouldn't even know his name.
But where would we even start? I doubt even the Intel Queen of Nodcry has a clue, and she has info coming out of her ears.
Oh? That's a rather hasty conclusion for someone who's so painstakingly meticulous when it comes to dealing with machines.
Ah, she heard me.
Boss! What are you doing here?
I'm now asking myself the same question. I received a letter from a humble knight of Favonius, requesting a meeting to discuss a major business deal. But it looks like this humble knight had something else in mind.
Details, details. Miss Neffer, the important thing is that you've arrived at the perfect time. Since his failed ambush, I've been racking my brains trying to come up with a plan to fight Rarier. Given the severity of the situation, I think it's fair to say that our only chance lies in uniting as one. And I'm talking all the factions in Notcry. We can't do this without the Curatorium, but I knew it'd be a tough job to win you over. So, I took the liberty of reaching out for a little chat.
Wait a sec. How did you even hear about this place, Nefer? Didn't you say this is meant to be the Knights of Favonius' meeting spot? And a contact hub for the Northern Intelligence Network? And isn't it supposed to be super hidden?
You really think he could have gotten settled in Nodcry without my help? Besides, I'm the one running this gig. Of course I know where the meeting place is.
Allow me to introduce the current head of the Northern Intelligence Network. If it's intel you're after, she's your woman. Pretty much seen and heard it all.
Please spare me the flattery. Let's cut to the chase. Seems like you've run into some trouble, huh? Well, this certainly qualifies as an unforeseen crisis. On behalf of the Curatorium of Secrets, I wish you all the best of luck.
So you're just going to sit this one out?
Why should I get involved? What could possibly be in it for me?
What if we told you we can't do this without you?
Oh? Then I'd say, you'd better make it worth my while. I don't work for free.
I can't put a price on something like this. It's just not in my nature. But then again, you and I have always been polar opposites in this regard. So I can't exactly say I didn't see this coming. If you insist on compensation, I will pay you. Consider this a formal commission. Sound fair?
You just don't give up, do you? Too bad. I know you well enough to know you can't afford my prices. The riskier the job, the more it'll cost. And a Moonchanter's stipend isn't exactly generous. Unless you're planning to start passing the donation box around among the faithful.
Boss, just a thought. If they come up short, maybe you can take the difference out of my next few paychecks. Things got really dangerous during the fight with Rarier. If this girl hadn't saved me, I'd be ley line fodder by now. I'd be gone for good, boss. If there's any way we can make this work, I'd really like to help her. Please? I'm begging you.
This is why I'm always telling you never accept favors. They are the hardest debts to repay. You have to be careful who you get involved with, or you invite all kinds of misfortune. Very well, Yehoda, I will help. But just this once. Don't count on this happening again. Flynn's, that fragment that Rarier was after, do you still have it on you?
Of course.
Let me borrow it. I need it to follow up on some leads.
Wait, you actually have some leads?
Shh. This is top secret information.
I get it. We all have things we'd rather keep to ourselves. Plus, I know we can count on you, so we'll leave the intel gathering in your hands. And that brings me to the third and final item.
Looks
we
like
need
it
to find a
called
way
out
to
of
distract
Zenless.
him. We need time to make our move, so someone will have to stall him.
Unholy child of
I'm in for this
Zenless and
part,
Honkai.
no matter what. Anyone coming with?
Count
Stereo.
me in too.
Come off it, you two. Quit playing heroes. I'm way ahead of you here. And Nefa did a scan of the Moon Goddess's Kuvaki signature, and we're gonna use it to make some decoys over at the Kramkake craft shop. Anyone who's in, follow me. Once they're ready, we'll deploy the decoys across Nogcry. So as long as the rest of you keep moving, he won't catch on to your scent and won't be able to track you down.
I like it. Genius idea.
No biggie.
All right then, we'll split into 3 teams. Once your team has finished their mission, return here and wait for the others. Dismissed!
Lady Damselette. Wait, and you two? What are you doing at the Kuvaki Experimental Design Bureau? We've been doing our best to mind our own business lately. But if you're just gonna waltz up here like this, you're seriously pressing your luck. Don't blame us for doing what we have to.
Huh! You really think that's gonna scare us off?
We're not looking for any trouble. I just want to see Sandrone.
Do I need to remind you that you're still a wanted fugitive for deserting us? Out of consideration for our former ties and the crisis we're all up against, we'll let you leave in one piece. But don't even think about trying to get inside.
Let them in.
But...
Are you going to make me repeat that?
No, my lady.
Sandrone seems to be in a good mood. Must be maintenance day.
So tell me, to what do I owe the honor this time? Actually, before you answer that, just so we're clear, we're not colleagues anymore, Columbina. I don't owe you anything.
I promise it's nothing big.
It seems like you've gotten the wrong idea here. The only reason I let you in was because I was bored. It seemed like a way to kill some time and satisfy my own curiosity. Whatever miscalculations I may or may not have made in the past, I haven't lost the plot enough to even consider sticking my neck out for your sakes.
I'd like to speak with Arlecchino.
What? Huh? You mean the knave?
I'd like to speak with Arlecchino. Is she in Nodcry?
No, she's not. Once the work on this facility was completed, she went back with the Rooster and Regrator. The only ones in Nodcry are me and... What is it you need to speak to her about anyway?
Rerir is hunting me. If I'm going to face him, I must first retrieve the lost moon.
And she's a cunt for it. I don't like Sandrone. I'm gonna be so real. I don't like her. Put her back.
Is that a no then?
As if I need reminding. I was this close to settling things with him before someone decided to whisk me away to their weird little garden.
Have you held any tea parties lately?
Tea parties? Yeah, obviously. You don't seriously think we'd pack it all in just because you aren't here. If anything, they've been more eventful than ever. Just me, Arlecchino, and a bunch of insolent, insensitive guests who won't stop asking where you've gone. Oh, they've been a real joy.
I bet you served them the worst tea you have. Just like you used to do to me when I upset you.
Who cares about how good the tea is when there's no one around to drink it? I keep losing people. First Rosaline, now you. I'm running out of people who can make me laugh. Honestly, what could be more ridiculous than a multi-centenarian goddess who's only ever had the plain herbal tea she received as offerings.
You'd always brew a different type of tea for me each time. Was it really just to see how I'd react?
Well, duh. Why else? Watching you squirm was practically my only form of entertainment. Oh, yeah. And Capitano sometimes used to bring Tartaglia around, too. But I guess we won't be seeing him again. Well, I guess we are overdue for a get-together. Polonia! Have Favronia pass a message to Arlecchino for me. It's time for tea. Will suffice.
Pass along a message for me, too, if you would. My body cannot contain the marrow of 2 moons, so I'll be leaving one of them in her care.
Excuse me? Who said you were on the guest list? If my tea meant that much to you, maybe quitting the Fatui wasn't your brightest move. Back when you were under the Tsaritsa's protection, no one would have dared come at you so openly.
But that protection didn't come for free. In fact, I paid dearly for it. At the end of the day, it was just another transaction. I just got tired, that's all. I never wanted any part in their grand ambitions, and I've had enough of being treated like a bottomless supply of power. It brings back memories from the old days, when I was still worshipped as the moon goddess. Centuries on, it may be a different group of people, but I see the same greed in their eyes.
I figured you'd leave eventually. You didn't have as much of a reason to stay as I do. The Tsaritsa gave you shelter and protection, but that was it. Nothing more, nothing less. Meanwhile, the Fatui demanded everything from you in return, until it was more than you could bear. I get why you left. And frankly, I have no interest in dragging you back just because the higher-ups told me to. But if you keep hanging around with this riffraff, the next time we cross paths, we might be enemies for real. Guess that's our cutely... that might be your plan. But it sounds like someone else wants you to stay a little longer. Huh? What do you mean? Listen.
My lady, it's the Wild Hunt. A horde of monsters is headed straight for the facility.
Another uninvited guest trying to crash my tea party. Clear the area. I'll handle this. Wait, what? You want us to leave you here by yourself? Huh, you'll be lucky to make it out of this alive. You really think you can afford to worry about me? Go on, get out of here. You may have stopped Polonia from crushing him last time, but I've made sure that won't happen again. The entire Experimental Design Bureau is rigged for war.
Jesus Christ.
Stay and watch if you want, but it'll be at your own risk. You're not flagged as friendlies in the weapon system. Don't tell me what to do! Look, if you're leaving, make it quick. Or you'll just get in my way. There's a secret passage on the 2nd floor. It'll take you right to the plains out back. Stare all you want, Columbina. You're not getting another invitation to my tea party.
I know. But thank you anyway, Sandrone.
This is exactly why you shouldn't hang around with those people. All their melodrama and sentimental nonsense is rubbing off on you. Come on then, Mr. Ray here. Let's pick up where we left off. It's your Wild Hunt monstrosities versus my beautiful creations. Let's see who comes out on top.
Oh my god. It is. Girl, I'm trying.
Polonia, get him!
The biggest bitch.
Upgraded Polonia again since our last encounter, and uploaded every last scrap of your data. So let's finish this once and for
here. Where did she go?
Hey! Over here, you big...
Cursed moon. Go. Keep searching. She cannot have gotten far.
Jesus Christ.
So this is your method for investigating Rarir's past. It almost looks like some kind of ceremony.
Good deduction. But it's quite a different affair from what you're used to with the Frost Moon Scions.
Whoa! First time I've ever been in here. Boss always said it was off limits, so I pictured some kind of creepy dungeon. But it's actually kinda nice. Oh, I guess this must be Sumero decor? That's where Boss is from. And that nice shopkeeper who sold me my treasure compass.
I'm not sure exactly what you've got planned, but it looks like you're all set. When do we begin?
Whenever we wish. But for some reason, I've got a feeling this isn't going to end well. I've never faced Rarir myself, but from what you've told me, his power is beyond anything I could imagine. I, on the other hand, am just an ordinary businesswoman. Our paths should never have crossed, yet here I am, forced to make an enemy of him.
If you ask me, you're about as far from ordinary as it gets. So what are you saying? You're getting cold feet?
Once I take a job, there's no backing out. Still, I have to ask myself if the power I'm relying on will even work on an opponent of this caliber. And also how to make sure I come out of this alive if things spiral out of control. Death is the one thing we can take for granted. It is the great equalizer, however fortunate or unfortunate we may otherwise be. So it's important to consider how to spend what lifespan we have left.
Come on, boss. Lighten up. Quit talking about death. It's bad luck.
For once, I agree with you. When you're up against a foe like Rarir, there's no such thing as being too prepared. Is there anything I can do to help?
That won't be necessary. I've already made up my mind. Time to cash in a precious favor I've been saving for a rainy day. Yehoda, I need you to find someone for me. The sooner the better.
Find who?
That shady merchant who sold you an overpriced treasure compass the other day.
Come on, boss. You're pulling my leg again. In what way is she shady? She showed up when I was completely lost and sold me a neat little gadget that was exactly what I needed. Trust me, she's a good person. Anyway, I know who you're talking about. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. Quit grabbing me. I genuinely can't run any further.
Hey, aren't you?
What is it? What's the big rush? You dragged me out of a dream where I was literally swimming in Mora. I'm charging double my usual attendance fee. See, look how easygoing she is. After that rude awakening, she could have completely snapped at us. But instead, she kept it together and just asked for an extra fee.
Dori Sangama Bay? I never would have pictured you two doing business together.
If you want to make it big in Nodcry, it's all about connections. Lady Nefer just so happens to have a lot of intel that interests me.
And she also did me a big favor in the past. It was back when I first arrived in Notcry. My trusty assistant, the genie in my lamp, had an adverse reaction to the Kuvaki and fainted. And when you know it, that's when I suddenly find myself in a life-or-death situation. Good thing my compatriot was there to swoop in and save the day. I've been giving her a 30% discount off all of my goods ever since. Now, so that no one here feels left out, I'm willing to extend a 20% discount to fellow friends of Boss Nefer. Plus, any other friends you send my way will enjoy 10% off. What can I say? The great Lord Sangamabe is nothing if not generous. So, let me guess. You've run into some trouble? I've got everything you could possibly need, and the more you buy, the more you'll save.
You guessed correctly. What have you got in the way of survival gear?
The one type of gear I've never been short on. What are you looking for? A jetpack fresh from the Academia's labs? An ancient suit of armor dredged up from the bottom of the sea? At the very least, I need to know what kind of opponent you're dealing with here. If even you're worried about staying alive, it must be pretty serious.
What if I told you it's someone with the power to bring a nation to its knees?
Is that so? Then we really are talking top-shelf treasures. I don't have anything like that in stock right now. I'll have to ask my supplier.
Your supplier?
A powerful woman, make no mistake. I can't reveal her identity, but luckily for you, I hear she's planning to visit Notcry in the near future. If you're willing to wait, I can ask her when she's here. Can't say exactly how long that'll be, though.
Then, let me put it another way. What would you do if you encountered an enemy like that? Roll over and serve yourself up on a silver platter?
Course not! I have a handy little trinket from one of my generous suppliers, which... Hold on. What exactly are you getting at? No, no! This is for my personal use only!
Let's just say I'm borrowing it, all right? Just for insurance purposes. You'll get it back later. Favors are the worst kind of debt to owe, and now you've got a chance to repay one. A win-win situation, don't you think?
Fine. You can borrow it for 5 days. No, make that 3. And for every extra hour after that, I'm charging you 1,000,000 mora. Deal?
Deal.
What a way to start the day. Now, was there anything else you wanted? Or can I go back to bed now?
That will be all. Take care now. Don't trip up on your way back, friend.
See you later! You're my favorite shopkeeper.
Excellent. Everything is well and truly ready. The ceremony can now begin. After initiating the ceremony, your minds will follow me wherever I go. You will see many strange things in your mind's eye. So remember, don't be frightened, and don't make a sound. Now then, let us peer into the Raker of Solnari's past. I made it. I don't recognize this style of architecture. Must be Conrian. Simple furnishings, table and chairs. It's a more ordinary house than I might have expected. Looks like the fearsome Raker of Solnari came from surprisingly humble beginnings. Unless this passed for luxury in Conria. Unlikely. It was said to be a very prosperous nation in its heyday. Anyway, I'll keep exploring.
Oh my goodness. I don't think I have the energy to keep going. Goodness gracious. The exhaustion has taken hold of my very being. I am ready for a nap. Alright. I'm going to pause this. I'm going to pause this. And we will pick it up on Monday, or the other one, where we were about to fight someone, or do some big thing. I think we're gonna keep Genshin to Wednesdays and Star Rail to Mondays. I don't know what we'll be doing for Fridays, probably one or the other, because I'm not supposed to touch anything that'll spike my heart rate. I stream Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 10 to hopefully around 2. And I do have a Ko-fi open for donations and all that. Anything that could go in that would be great, considering we are struggling with money currently, and that is my only way to contribute anything. Any donations to help us keep our bills paid over the next couple of months would be greatly appreciated. Donations or otherwise. I need to go take a nap. I'm gonna put the links in the chat while I'm ending. There's also my Streamlabs tip jar that is under Dono. Any contributions will be greatly appreciated, as they will keep us fed and our lights on. And I'm gonna go take a nap now. Alright, bye chat. Bye bye. Remember to follow us on Blue Sky for stream notifications. Okay, bye bye. Bye bye chat.